My name is Nitesh Sharma, student ID s11001861. My teaching subject major is mathematics. Date of recording is 14th October 2021. Greetings to all my students of year 12 mathematics. Today's class is based on strand 3, graphs, application of simultaneous equation. Before I begin with the lesson, I would like to share a quote with you. With the new day comes new strengths and new thoughts. Whatever the challenges we may be facing, we need to be positive. We should be prepared with strengths and new thoughts. Moving on, the learning outcome of today's lesson, by the end of the lesson, you should be able to solve linear equations simultaneously using elimination method. Our focus should be on the formation of two equations and solving simultaneously using elimination method to find the unknown values. Application. Some of the real life examples of solving simultaneous equation involves, firstly, comparing rates, distance and time. Secondly, solving for cost and demand. Finally, think about this question. 7 pizzas and 5 chicken sandwiches cost $155. 10 pizzas and 8 chicken sandwiches cost $230. Find the cost of 1 pizza and 1 chicken sandwich. Let's move on. Let's recap and some of the prior knowledge which you need to ask yourself. Basically, number one, the representation of linear equations. What linear equations are and how do we represent it? Secondly, solving linear equations. How are we going to solve? Thirdly, what do you know about elimination method? And finally, solving equations simultaneously. Since you already have the basic knowledge about solving equations from previous years, you should be able to recall and apply the concepts. Before we look at the examples and discussion, I want you to have a look at the two equations of mathematics of life and solving them simultaneously. The equation is about life, love, happiness and sadness. So, first equation represents life plus love equals happy. The second equation represents life minus love equals sadness. Solving both equations simultaneously by eliminating love, we get 2 life equals happy plus sad. Solving the equation of life by dividing by 2 gives the equation life is equals to half happy plus half sad. Let's look at our first example and let's discuss this question. If you look at the question, the total number of girls and boys in a class is 42. There are more girls than boys in the class. The difference between the number of boys and girls is 16. Find the number of girls and boys in the class. So, we want to find the number of boys and girls in the class. So, let me choose a variable. A variable, I have taken x as the number of girls in the class and y is the number of boys in the class. That's the first step. Second step is the formation of the equation. Now if you read the first part of the question, the total number of girls and boys in the class is 42. So taking x as the number of girls and y as the number of boys, my first equation is x plus y equals 42. Now second part of the question, there are more girls than boys in the class, and the difference between the number of boys and girls is 16. So difference basically means subtract. So x minus y, the difference between girls and boys is 16. So x minus y is equals to 16. That's the second part of the equation. Now let's eliminate. Okay, let's eliminate one of the variable. Either you can eliminate x or y. The choice is yours. Okay, you can eliminate one of the variable by subtracting here. I have taken minus, okay, in order to eliminate x. So x minus x equals 0. I have eliminated. I am left with y. Now we solve this. Y minus y will give me 2y. Likewise, 42 minus 16 will give me 26. You can check your calculation using the calculator. Now 2y equals 26. That can be easily solved. So divide by 2, divide by 2. So 26 divided by 2 will give me y equals 13. Now since I have found the value for y, okay, in order for you to find the value of x, you can choose any of the equation and substitute the value you have found to find the other variable. So I have taken x, the first equation, x plus y equals 42. So you can see x plus y equals 42. Y is equals to 13. In place of y, you substitute 13. I get x plus 13 is equals to 42. If I solve, x is equals to 42 minus 13, I get x is equals to 29. After I have solved that, okay, then I can write down the solution. The number of girls is given by x is equals to 29. So number of girls in the class is 29. Number of boys in the class is 13. I hope you have understood example number 1. Okay, and the important steps that is required to solve simultaneous equation. Let's move on with the second example. This is regarding cost. Let me go over the question. A total of 925 tickets were sold for $5,925. If adult ticket cost $750 and children tickets cost $3, how many tickets of each kind were sold? Right, let me go over the explanation. So what you do first thing, let x, you represent with a variable, let x be the number of adult tickets. Let y be the number of children tickets. And the total number of 925 tickets were sold to adult and children. So x plus y equals 925. Clear? Now, second part. If the adult ticket costs $7.50, so 7.5, and the adult ticket is represented by x, so 7.5x. And the children ticket costs $3, so 3 times y plus 3y equals, the total cost was 5,925. Okay, so you can see that's the formation of my both equation. Now, let me solve. If you look at both equation, I cannot eliminate directly. Okay, I have x 7.5x, I have y 3y. So in order for me to eliminate one of the variable, I have to multiply one of the equation by a constant multiplier. In this case, okay, the easier number is 3. So we go for 3. So let's multiply the first equation by 3. Okay, so we multiply 3 times x, 3x. 3 times y, 3y. And then 3 times 925 will give you 2775. Okay, that's my first equation. Second equation, leave as it is. So 7.5x plus 3y equals 5925. Let's eliminate. We can eliminate this by subtracting. So let's subtract both equations. Each of the variable. 3x minus 7.5x will give you negative 4.5x, which is equals to, okay, now here 3y minus 3y has already been eliminated. So that's why 2775 minus 5925 gives me negative 3150. So my equation negative 4.5x equals negative 3150. Now in order to solve for x, just divide by negative 4.5 both sides. Okay, I get x is equals to 700. Once you have found the value of x, now take this x and substitute in any of the equation. In this case, I have used the first equation. Okay, so x plus y equals 925. So 700 plus y equals 925. In order for me to solve the equation, I have to do the opposite operation. Minus 700 minus 700. I get y equals 225. Okay, thus, okay, 700 adult tickets and 225 children tickets. Moving on, I have given you 2 exercise questions which I want you to attempt. It will be discussed during our weekly online class. Note, those students who will not be able to access the online class, I will be recording and uploading the video of our discussion for you to access later and complete the assessment task. Let's move on. Following the examples and discussion, you are required to do an assessment task. Do the following question and submit the solution through online. You can submit the solution through Viber, Messenger or email. You can also take the picture of the solution and upload. Refer to your lesson notes and solve the problems. Towards the end of the lesson, let me summarize our discussion. You need to read the question carefully, and with the information given, you should be able to do the following. Step number 1, represent the unknown information using variables. Step number 2, formation of 2 equations. Find the like terms that can be eliminated. You can eliminate the like terms using addition or subtraction. Step number 4, if no such terms, then multiply one of the equation by a constant multiplier in order to eliminate. Step number 5, solve one of the variable by eliminating the other. Step number 6, substitute the value found in any of the equation to solve for the other unknown variable. Moving on, refer to some useful link attached in your lesson notes to improve your understanding about solving equation simultaneously using elimination method. We will be meeting through our weekly online classes to discuss and clarify any doubts. For the next lesson, I would like you to do some research work on solving equations simultaneously using substitution method to enhance your understanding when we discuss this topic. At the end, thank you very much. Keep safe and enjoy your day.